Welcome back to the live stream, CreatorCast live stream. I almost said the Gives a Minute live stream. It's not. Playing in the house this morning, this evening, today, wherever you are playing from. We have Scotty Ventures up there, Chandy Seo, who just lost his moderator blue wrench. That's because we don't do that anymore. YouTube's in the house. He says 2 thumbs downs already. I wonder who those were. That's all good and true. It's episode 118. Yeah, 118 we are right now, I believe. And we have a special guest on the show this evening, and, well, we're going to get to him in 1 second. You can see by the title who it is, though. I've just blown my cover. But I did want to say we have come up with a solution, not a solution, somewhat of a... let's be honest, we know the three. Yeah, true. Martin 1107's in the house, Bridget Higgins, Barry's Views. Hello, everybody. I was hoping to wait until someone from the UK got in here, because what we've decided to do, and this is what we were trying to do with CreatorCast a while ago as well, we want to have separate CreatorCasts, not separate in the sense that individual channels. We want to have separate hosts. Lukey MC, Xander Rounds here. Cool, Xander. I'm talking specifically to you right now and your UK crew. So yeah, we want to have the UK CreatorCast and a US CreatorCast and a Canadian CreatorCast, and maybe there'll be more that come after that. But we're going to go with just those ones to start with. In fact, we're just going to do the UK one to start with. So Xander Round's going to be the host of that, and we're going to try to roll that out slowly. At a schedule that suits him, but once a week there will be a CreatorCast specifically aimed at the UK audiences. Time zones are a little tricky. That's the plan, so it might be a little teething process as we go along. While we're here and before we bring in Jordan, is everyone confirmed that the audio levels are fine this week? I've got a terrible cold. I'm going to have to dose up on this crap probably throughout the stream. My voice sounds croaky, but I did lower that background audio track from last week. I hope that's good. Yeah, Barry, you're the UK too, so it's gonna be you guys that run that show, if you like. Martin says, "Did I try Appear In?" I tried it, but within the Wirecast program that I use for live streaming, there is its own built-in live conference package. It's called Rendezvous, and I tried it the other week, and it wasn't that great. But I've done a few small things to it that maybe might have sorted it. So that's what we're using this week with Jordan Pike. Xander says he can't wait. Awesome, man. Background level is good. Thank you, Scotty. Drink some more Tennessee Fire. I did have some yesterday. You know what's got me? The change in temperature. We've gone from summer here to autumn, and there was a stupidly hot day yesterday, like 32 degrees. I went for a surf, then it got cold, and I just... this thing that was bugging me really did kick itself in. Now look, before we go any further, I want to bring on our special guest, Jordan Pike. Welcome to the chat, dude. How are you, man?
Hey man, good to be here.
It's so nice to have you as our first ever guest on CreatorCast 2.0. How do you feel?
I'm feeling excited. I watched the last stream the other night at work, and I'm amped for it.
Awesome. Can everybody hear Jordan fine? I mean, I can hear it clear as anything here. This is the first time I've used Rendezvous, so I want to make sure we're good to go. It's not springtime. Yeah, maybe for you, Barry, in the UK. Jordy, can you see the chat at all? Have you got the chat open up on a side computer or something?
I do have it open. Yeah. Movie 2, what's going on? Oh, massive echo.
Okay, that's good to know that there's an echo there. Interesting. I'll try to resolve that. While you give your little intro speech, tell the audience who you are, what you are, and why you are.
Well, hopefully the echo isn't too horrible. But Jordan Pike, I'm from the United States, South Dakota actually. I think the echo's gone.
Okay, they say that you had your YouTube volume up. I don't think it was that.
Mm-mm.
Barry's Views and YouTube are both reporting that there's an echo there, so that could be something at my end. If I change this, you may be able to hear something now. Can everyone confirm that echo is gone now? Now it's a very compressed echo. I can't hear the echo, so that's why it's a little concerning. We're rolling this as we go here, folks. This is how it's going to be. Can someone give me the thumbs up if the echo has gone or if it is still there? And what can you hear, Geordie?
I can actually hear a slight echo.
Okay, a slight echo.
So maybe I'm hearing what these guys are.
Interesting, interesting.
I have never done this before, though, so I don't know if that's normal or not.
Okay, echo's still there. Default.
Oops, no, you got one. Go.
Yeah. It's interesting that I just don't hear it patching through myself. Dear.
We were sorting some kinks before the stream. We thought we had it.
Really bad now, Lukey says. Yeah, I've just made a few changes here to try to resolve that. I'm going to take off that. I'm going to take off.
There goes your audio, Benin.
So, Jordan, you can hear me now.
I can hear you now.
And they'll still.
And Martin, I am using YouTube Watch Chat, but the video is muted on there.
Yeah. So we already sort of tried to deal with that earlier. It could be. Just give me. Yeah, Lukey, I was gone for a second there. I should be back. Let me just try one other thing before we go any further. Loop back. If I take out.
Well, we do that.
Hey, yeah, sounds good, man. I'm going to take out that. That might have fixed it. Echo is back and my audio is back, but that may have fixed the echo, I think.
Is my echo there?
I don't think it will be. I think I might have resolved that. This is funny, as Lukey says. Yeah, this is touch and go here. I mean, I'm trying to bring the production value up and get guests on. It must be a mission control problem. No, I think it was an audio routing issue. Still there, YouTube says. Bugger, I really can't. When we say echo, how much of an echo are we talking about? How long is this echo? This really.
I think the only echo I'm hearing is through the rendezvous.
Yeah, it's definitely through the rendezvous. So.
Okay.
Echo, says Barry's.
That's sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's not your fault, dude. It's totally my fault here. If I take out audio sources, if I take out audio sources here, it sounds like Jordan's in a tunnel. Okay, interesting. Take out that. It's like a second behind. Okay, a flanged and compressed echo, 250 milliseconds. It's interesting. It's got to be coming from I show you audio capture. That's got to be it. Let's pull that out. I'm just pulling out audio sources at random here and hoping. Yeah, Jordan, you keep speaking so people can hear it.
Okay, I can give my intro. I just don't want it to be like horrible. But yeah, I'm a travel blogger from the US. I haven't been doing a ton of traveling lately because for the last 7 months I've been working and saving up to buy an adventure van to travel in. But I've traveled through Southeast Asia, through Australia where I got to see Benin. By the way, he invited me to stay at his place months ahead of time before I even knew I was coming to Australia. And that worked out, if any of you remember that. But I also lived in Chile for a while. I've been in Central America, down to Guatemala. And I was just over to Europe recently to visit the girlfriend in the Netherlands. And yeah, back in the States, saving up for that van. That's what I'm focused on right now, and I'm really excited about it. I'll have my own Steve-van.
You will have a Steve-van. Now, I think I fixed that audio issue, so Can we get a thumbs up from everybody if that's fixed? Because I could see what I did wrong there. I had two sources of you in the software, one through this rendezvous and one through the default program. So yeah, okay, cool, sounding better. Before we go any further, Mick0023 says, hey, here to watch Jay. That's interesting. Well, you're on the wrong channel, buddy. Let's pretend we didn't have any of these issues to start with. Can everybody confirm this is sounding fine? And we will go back to the start and start again. It's still there very slightly. Yeah, but it's not. It's nowhere near what we were dealing with before.
Yeah, Scotty, I'm super stoked for it.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to roll with what we've got, and that's how we're gonna deal with it. Tell us a little about your van that you're thinking of buying or that you're looking to buy.
Well, I'm still in the research process of which van to go with. So you got like the Sprinters, you got the ProMasters, and I'm gonna blank up here because I'm on the spot. But basically, I'm looking at these older versions of the Dodge Sprinter, which was actually a Mercedes engine in it, but the 2004 to 2006, they're called T1Ns. They're super popular. They have a really good history for a great engine. I'm gonna mute the rendezvous. Wait, I'm gonna try. No, I can't because I won't be able to hear Ben. Because I got the echo on myself.
You probably won't have it now. I might have fixed it just now.
Oh, you just got an echo, Ben.
Okay. I have to have it on this. It has to be on this here.
That's okay.
Now I
can deal with it.
Yeah, you should have me there now. Okay, can't hear any of you. Okay, so there's a. I was trying to get it perfect because when someone said it was almost 100%, I was like, I've got to get it to 100. But we're just going to leave it at this because this is good enough, I think.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Are we good, chat?
Hashtag Techies hard.
Nice.
Xander, I'll be there for you when you launch the CC UK, and I'll try to help as much as I can. But tech is hard. We can hear you both now. Okay, cool. Yeah. So when do you feel like you might put this into practice? When do you think you might be looking to purchase the van?
Well, the budget's finally getting into the range I was thinking about spending, or the savings, I should say.
Cool.
So that's why I'm starting to do a deeper research on the actual van that I want to get. And right now I'm leaning towards like a 2006 Dodge Sprinter.
Very nice.
Which has the Mercedes engine. Basically, there's a lot of parts still out there for that, and they're cheaper. And it's before they installed like more complex computer system into the engine, so a lot more mechanics can work on it if there's an issue.
Okay, so if you do have trouble anywhere stateside, you can pretty much go anywhere and get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, ideally anywhere I'm at, hopefully there'll be a mechanic that can work on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or myself.
Oh, you quite tech like with that? Are you mechanically minded?
No, not at all, but I plan on learning a bunch. You kind of have to if you're going to live in a vehicle.
Yeah, well, you got me back onto Combi Life. I've been watching those guys pretty religiously, and they completely know their engine because they built it. So I guess, yeah, it probably does help to have some mechanic smarts.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning process.
Martin says 93% good. That's going to kill me. Yeah, that number does kill me. Oh, great. Hey, you know what? We haven't mentioned anything about your channel. Let's just bring in.
Sure.
Now there will be a double audio here until I can nab it, because it will happen again just at this point. So I'm going to bring in your YouTube channel, and I've messed that up. We didn't actually.
What happened to the production value?
Dude, I got so caught up on the setting up of the of your rendezvous session, I forgot to go back and punch in my other things. But I'm just going to fix this audio here so that I don't get a double up of you now. Okay, so that's cool. So on the screen there we have, well, actually we have YouTube. And if I go in there, and I think this is a good thing to do with someone's channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that up full screen, and then I'm going to punch in. I'm going to just go to your channel as if it was the first time I was going there, so that we can see what your channel comes up with. You know what I mean? Like if someone says, "Oh, how do I find your channel?"
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I punch in,
well, you just search my name.
Yeah, punch in Jordan Pike. Okay, so we get that, and I can also hear that there's going to be a double up right now of audio. Just give me one sec. Oh no, we're good. Ah, yeah, we're good. So that's what comes up there. You got your channel, and then what's happening right now. That's pretty cool. And some of your most watched content. Okay, a lot of these. Hey, there's one from Gives a Minute. We have
live stream.
Yeah, Jordan and I have hung out together, so that's why there'll be some of that. And then we had some DTube action.
That's right.
And look at this.
Rest in peace.
What I'm watching Wednesday from like 10 months ago.
Dude, that was a great video.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Now let's go back to the channel, and let's hit the channel and see what pops up there. You've got I think you've got a channel trailer, haven't you? Yeah, I'm going to mute that. Where are we? I muted that. That was extremely loud. So that channel trailer's slightly on the old side for the time being.
It's been on the to-do list for about a year.
Yeah. I'm reluctant to put one on mine because they keep
updated.
Yeah, it keeps needing to be updated. So you've got a bunch of videos. Your Guatemala vlogs were awesome to watch. I really enjoyed watching those.
Awesome.
Chile was fantastic as well.
I miss Chile.
I bet, man. I bet. 2007, you got 2017 Australia there as well, 2016. So you're pretty well organized here on the channel.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
I have the uploads on top if I remember correctly, because when you go to someone's channel and you have to like scroll down really far to find their uploads, especially on mobile, it's kind of annoying.
Yes. When you say uploads, you mean recent uploads or just...
Yeah, the recent uploads, first like popular uploads or series.
Yep. Now, I did ask you to put forward a favorite vlog of yours. And you gave us, not that one, this one of these, The Valley of the Moon, and it was one of my favorites as well. Let's
Valle de la Luna.
Is that how you say it? Valle de la Luna.
In Espanol, Valle de la Luna.
Let's have a bit of a watch of this.
I have ever seen.
Wait a sec. Am I going to get hit with copyright? Actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. This is a non-monetized channel anyway.
You would by monetized. I don't want to drop the audio on the video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to San Pedro de Atacama here in Chile. Franny and I are just about to take off to head to Valle de Luna. And anyways, guys, I'm not feeling so hot today. I woke up feeling great, had breakfast, had a couple coffees, and then all of a sudden I started feeling kind of crappy. And it's been that way for a while. We went into town and did a little shopping, got some empanadas, which were awesome, but whew, I don't know what it is, trying to shake whatever it is, but I think just getting out into nature, going and seeing the valles, I'm going to feel a lot better.
Jordan, if you want to talk through this, that's good as well. If you want to just watch a bit of it, or...
So we're in San Pedro, up in northern Chile. This is like one of the... I mean, I only went north in Chile, north of Santiago, but it's an absolutely amazing place. If anyone ever has the chance to go there, there's so many natural wonders there.
Guys, we've made it to Valle.
Hey Barry, we'll put Jordan's channel in the chat too. We'll do that.
The sun is
There it is.
punching out here, guys. I'm sure plenty of you know this, but there's a hole in the Earth's atmosphere in the southern hemisphere, so the UV radiation here is much stronger. So we just lathered on a ton.
Beautiful looking scenery too, like it almost looks like Mars.
It's incredible. It's the most Mars or moon-like area on the Earth, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Like NASA will test the Mars rover and stuff there before they send it to Mars.
That's amazing. Is there anything you'd want to skip forward to? This is a 15-minute vlog. Do you want us to skip forward to something?
My vlogs can be a little lengthy. I like to talk.
That's all right.
Get into a little montage. Yeah, so we go and walk through like one of these wind caves, which is just absolutely beautiful.
Amazing.
And you're in like, you know, 35, 40 Celsius weather there, and you step into the shade, and it's just so cool and refreshing.
What did you know about Chile before you went there?
Not a ton. I knew it was that really narrow, tall country that I learned about in geography in elementary school. When I met Francisca, I learned more about it. You know, I knew Santiago, I knew Patagonia in the south. That's about it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Looks like an amazing spot, man. I'd love, like when I watched these vlogs, I was like, damn, I'm going. And I was like, I want to go with Jordan though.
Yeah, showing up early was key as well, because we probably beat most of the tourists that day by like an hour or two. So we had this whole place to ourselves. We were ahead of all the tourist bus, so that was really key. Getting out in nature, though, is like the number one way to make me feel alive. So I was just
15, 20
ecstatic to that.
all the way down
This now looks like a completely different landscape, but it's the same spot, huh?
Same spot, yeah.
Almost looks like snow on the ground there.
So this is back like way deeper into Valley of the Moon, where they did some mining. I don't know if it was for salt exactly, or, but we go back and do an old mining spot here.
I keep hearing like creaking sounds.
Amazing, man.
Which makes me feel like it's not stable.
There was some noise going off back there that freaked us out. And apparently it's like whatever the minerals is in the walls, like they make some noise. Makes it feel like the place was haunted. It was pretty crazy.
Barry's View in the chat says, now there's a place to sit and have a JD. Every time I see something like this, some cool scenery, I do think that, I'm not going to lie, I think it'd be pretty rad to crack a home brew or a Jack's there.
Oh my god, babe. Come out here.
I do look back fondly on the home shared with you, Ben.
Yeah, we sat at
Literally cracking
down
all
at
around us.
where were we? Down at the Hidden Garden, the Secret Garden in Sydney.
Yeah, looking over the harbor and the bridge.
Yeah, drank all the home brews. It was fantastic. I love that about YouTube, man. Like you come together, people with cool ideas and like I knew before I met you that you and I would get along, you know, like just from your content.
Oh yeah, similar shared interests. Both skateboarders.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's water leaking.
Oh, this is
the
when
driest desert in the world.
There's a drone montage a little earlier in the video.
Yeah.
If you click maybe a third to halfway in.
Just listen.
About here somewhere.
Shows a little bit of the landscape a little more.
Before you go into the cave, or?
Go, babe.
Yeah, before this. No, a little farther forward.
Further forward, so
maybe
up.
6-7 minute mark.
Okay, gotcha.
Guys, it's like the rocks are cracking. You know what though? It is
that looks like
6:25.
Dronage, no.
And the sunset's a little after 7. We are advised to go to the major dune where
I'd say that's drone footage there. Let's check that out. My Star Wars, Barry's Views, my Star Wars nerd comes out for sure. Dude, look at that.
It's really incredible. And when we get to incredible points, you guys know what time it is. Roll the drone montage.
Funny you mentioned Star Wars. When I was in Guatemala, I actually went to
Whoa,
you
whoa,
call
whoa, whoa,
where they
whoa, whoa,
shot
whoa.
one of the scenes for Star Wars.
Go back a second. What drone did you have there? A drone that zooms?
No, it's just a editing effect.
This shot
You know
here
when you're
is...
going backwards?
Yeah, you're pulling out, but you're
If
zooming
you're
in.
like flying the drone backwards or forwards, and then you do a zoom on the video, it creates that distortion.
Yeah.
I went a little crazy with it in that shot.
It just looks like that shot that you can get with the drones with the zoom on them. I mean, obviously it's the same effect, but done in post.
Pretty much.
Dude, look at that. Amazing, man. Does this make you want to go back there?
Oh yeah, for sure. I plan on making it back eventually in my van. I want to go all the way down there.
Wow. Dude, that does look very moon-esque. G'day, Adelaide Crows are the best. They could film Star Wars out there. I'm sure they looked at places like this when they were scouting locations. Fantastic. And you never had any problems flying the drone there? Regulations or anything?
No, never got talked to at all.
Let's pull that back, and I'm going to jump back into pull up your lovely face.
My overexposed face.
You look like you've got some light source directly in front of you, but that's all right.
I do, and it's on the dimmest setting. It's the webcam.
That's cool. No worries.
My production value needs to be raised a little bit.
This is what I wanted to do with CreatorCast. I wanted to showcase other creators and run their footage and talk to them about it. So, I mean, yeah, you guys who haven't seen Jordan Pike before, you're now getting a taste of what he does. And the idea is that you will then go along and subscribe to his channel and then watch him more. And then this network will grow larger and larger. And Jordan will recommend someone that we can all watch, and then I'll go and watch them and then bring them on. And this is how this is gonna grow, if you like. We've had a small hiccup in the last little while, but I think that with a different path, we can go further and beyond whatever CreatorCast was. What do you say to that, Jordan?
I think it's a great idea, man. And even though I'm on and I'm being promoted right now, like, I think it's a super cool idea. Like, I look forward to seeing Xander in the future.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who else you have planned to be on.
At this stage, it's just you two for the time being, but we are going to work. I mean, you came on because Xander couldn't get time off from his job. But you're, like, what time is it right now where you are? Tell the viewers.
5:27 a.m.
That's why this is difficult, you know? That's why I think we need to have separate creator casts for different territories, because realistically it's going to be very, very difficult for someone to get up that early to come on. But I appreciate the fact that you did.
Well, it just happens to work out fine for me since I'm working overnights at the moment, so
cool.
I'd be up anyways.
Now that what we just watched before was your favorite vlog, but I'll just pause that again. I did ask you for a not so favorite vlog, and there was one that you mentioned a thumbnail of. Let's pull this back.
It was a tough question either way.
Where I want to find that thumbnail. It's got to be in here somewhere, hasn't it? Let's just.
It's in the chili. If you go to the chili, God,
playlist.
I'm blanking on words.
Okay, we went past it.
Go to the playlist.
2017, Australia, Chile. So let's go into Chile. It'll probably be in here somewhere more.
Yeah, I try to put everything into playlist to make it easy.
Yeah. Looks like there's more than that playlist allows. Let's just click the playlist. And we'll make this full screen as well.
I found it on the playlist. It's pretty obvious.
In all its glory. Yeah, okay. So that so this thumbnail here and this video, now that's a nice ace.
Look at that booty.
Yeah, so can we see view counts on that? We can't, can we? You probably can.
I can tell you.
How many did
it's nothing insane.
No.
3.2K.
Okay, compared to other ones
So
in that
definitely.
playlist.
So the vlog before that, well, that's actually one that was at 4K. That was a better one. But then I have a flagged for copyright video after that, and it's at 600 views.
Okay.
So it was a good 2 to 4 times more than most of the videos I put up in Chile.
Okay. Well, so it did work.
Yeah, and I never like did such a clickbaity thumbnail like that and title, but I was in a goofy mood and I was talking to Francisco. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try it just to see. I'm curious, like what it will do for views and stuff. And I definitely lost some subscribers over that. Probably more in the female spectrum.
Now, just for those who haven't seen it, we can run a bit of the vlog, but for those who haven't seen it, it's a mannequin, right?
It's a mannequin, yeah. There's a district in Santiago called Patronatro, something along those lines. It's like a thrifting market.
Okay.
And they have all these mannequin butts, like the most ridiculous butts. So I couldn't help zooming in on one just to show it in the vlog.
I'm just going to run it while we talk, but I won't put the audio on.
Open up your package.
I'll just put the audio on super low.
Guys, so Franny just
And we can just talk about it as we go.
Yeah, Xander.
Gonna have at the GeekCon that
Nice one, Xander. He looks forward to binge watching your content. What's your... Has that paused there? Oh, that might have paused for a second.
Baby.
Oh, there's an ad roll in there. What are your thoughts on clickbait, Jordan, like, as a whole?
Are you gonna save that page?
I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly. Of course, you try to think of an enticing thumbnail and title. I mean, that's what's going to get it. Basically, anyone that doesn't watch you regularly to view your video, or even regular subscribers. But I do err on the side of being more truthful and getting less views, just because I don't deal well with bullcrap. I like to be straight up. Like my last video I just uploaded, I just put exploring the historic Bopart, Germany, because that's exactly what we did. You know, I was thinking about erring on the side of talking about like the German beers or something. It's like, oh yeah, that'd be nice to see.
Yeah. Hey, I can see a potential issue here, or not an issue, but I can see something I need to change on this layout. When I'm talking to you, I feel like we should be swapped. I should be on that side and you should be on this side, because just my angle, I'm looking away from the screen, but I'm actually looking at you. So if I could fake that and look at you into the screen.
Good idea.
Yeah. Thanks for ironing out these kinks with me.
Absolutely. And you'd be right under the Creator Cast logo.
Yeah, I see that.
Kind of suiting.
That would work out well. All these little technical things. And YouTube says he remembers seeing your vlog from Wilson's Promenade.
Yeah, I think you commented on that movie too.
I just changed something here.
If I remember correctly.
That's my mistake there, folks. Oh dear. That's better.
By the way, Wilson's Prom was the #1 place I wanted to visit not before I went.
Cool, and you got to tick it off your bucket list.
Yeah, just because I have a friend that's from Melbourne, and she had been there and showed me photos. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah, you spent a fair bit of time in Melbourne from memory, and you were working pretty hard, and then you kind of, to me, it sounded like you got jack of it, and you realised that maybe you should see a bit more of Australia if you could. So that's when, the idea, come up to Sydney.
Yeah, that was a learning experience for sure. I was in Melbourne for 6 months. I was working for about 5 of it. The first month was like getting used to being there and finding a job. And actually, when I arrived, the tax ID system with Australia was down. So I couldn't get a tax ID number. I couldn't get a job for like the first month.
Oh, no.
But yeah, I was just working and saving up money again. I didn't travel too much in that 6 months, but I'm really happy I got to come up to Sydney. Got to see the Blue Mountains.
Yeah. Where did we get to? We went to. I mean, we hit.
Well, we explored around the Sydney area. We saw Vivid.
That's right, Vivid Live.
I don't know if we got out to like, we didn't get out to a beach or anything.
No, it was what month was it? It was
Got to see the mini flat.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
was July or
It was
June
July.
actually.
June. Yeah, it would have been
2017.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't show that the thumbnail, the clip from that thumbnail. So this is the part where it comes in as where that thumbnail comes from. Check this out.
Well, we're shopping.
Shopping.
Now that's a nice ace. Got it.
So yeah, you can see. Yeah, I see what you did there.
Honestly, I enjoy that vlog quite a bit on its own. It was just the thumbnail and title is by far my worst.
Yeah, but I mean, you did it as an experiment, and the experiment was to see what would happen, and yeah.
And when Adpocalypse came along, it got demonetized.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, that's like one of my only videos that did.
What? They did demonetize that one because of that thumbnail.
I'm surprised they caught it, honestly. They must have some sort of image recognition.
Yeah, that's not fair. Hey, like, I mean, you're not breaking any rules there.
Well, I know I had one person comment on that video as well. It's like, well, you're clearly going in a different direction than what I subscribe for.
Oh, wow.
But if you watch the video, it's like that 3-second clip, and that's all that has to do with the whole video.
Yeah. People will get up you for anything, really. I mean, someone put a comment online today. What was it? It was the comment said something like, "You look like a guy who just wants to talking to camera all the time." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what the vlog is.
It's part of it.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Cheers."
I mean, what is the point of YouTube? It's people that have a passion to capture and share and document. I mean, what else is it?
Exactly. It's just some people just. It's almost like they have a bent, like they're set in their way to heckle you for something or other. I'm not sure what, but something. It's a shame that that's the way it is, but yeah. I guess you get all kinds on YouTube.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? Like, looking at your channel and the community that you built is really inspiring for me.
Oh, thank you, man.
And yeah, and it just shows me as someone that's not the most consistent uploader that if you stick to it, you build a really solid community that you'll always have those guys to support you. And even if you get these random heckling comments, which is going to happen no matter what, you're always going to have this solid foundation or crew behind you just backing you up and supporting you, and that's amazing.
It's true. It's true. You asked that question on my Q&A. Is it better to upload
From your mind.
Yeah, more content regularly or and forego the quality, or only go high quality content when you can? Good question, I thought.
I'm shifting myself.
Yeah?
I've always wanted to upload regularly, and we've had plenty of conversations throughout the years about it. And I go through periods where I'll upload, 3-4 times a week for a while. And then I'll drop off because I'll either burn out or I'll, the pressure of trying to put out higher quality edits all the time just ends up being too much.
Sure.
And now I'm just going to focus more on, really enjoying sharing the experience, just documenting and consistently uploading, be able to consistently interact with my audience.
Yep. That's the way you'll grow the audience.
Yeah.
Martin says, who would have a daily vlog and not look at the camera? Exactly. And Lukey says, you need a shark for the clickbait. Oh, God. The shark has appeared. We need to have a shark in some kind of logo for this. Ah, dear. I enjoyed the podcast with... Yeah, Scotty Ventures says, hey, Lukey, he enjoyed the podcast with Bannon and myself. We were guests on this UK-based urban exploring podcast, which is pretty cool to talk. They wanted to talk more about what I brought up about the responsibility of the YouTuber in terms of location blabbing, I suppose, and then taking whatever happens under your wing and being responsible for it, whether it be positive or negative. I don't know. I don't know. Did you follow all of the Rosie saga, the shark incident here in Australia, like how it all unfolded?
I didn't. Can you update me?
Wow. To put it,
Is it quick?
yeah, I can be quick with it. To be pretty quick. A guy in the chat, Lukey MC, made a video that went viral, and it went like super viral. And his channel went from pretty much, I think, under 1,000 subscribers to I think he's just got 70,000 now. And his videos hit 12 million views. And what it was an abandoned.
Holy crow!
Yeah. And how about that? He didn't have a monetized channel before this happened, and then all of it happened at once. But he managed to get some back, and this
Get
and that.
some of it.
Yeah, he did that, and then the content was that there was a shark that had been stored in formaldehyde and Han Solo style, frozen in time in this big thing for people to come and look at. And it was exciting to see, you know, an old theme park that had a shark in it that was still accessible by the public. And so he went viral, and then everybody else jumped on and started going for it. And the point of it is, Barry's Views says, no, this is a shark-free zone. The point of it is that my response to the other people jumping on and riding that bandwagon was that it should have just been Luke. Luke broke it. Luke covered it. Good on him. Let him have it. But unfortunately, people get a taste of that little insight and they jump for it. And unfortunately, that's kind of what caused the downfall of CreatorCast, because I didn't agree with one of our members that jumped on that bandwagon, and I voiced that opinion, and that's why we're here in CreatorCast 2.0 today.
Okay, I caught the trail end of some of the stuff that went down, but I didn't know it started with the Lukey MC video. But you know what? I clicked on the Lukey's channel, and I've definitely seen that thumbnail before, so I've seen that video floating around.
Yeah, you would have seen that thumbnail for sure. I mean, it's a cracking good thumbnail, a cracking good video.
It's spooky.
A great story, and it's enticing, and yeah.
I'm gonna watch that later.
Yeah, Adelaide Crows are the best. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Jay was smart. You can certainly say Jay was smart by making his own Rosie video. I wouldn't do it myself, but he did, and that's. Everyone's entitled to have their opinion. Doesn't make a difference. We're not disrespecting anyone. We're not having a jab at anyone. My thoughts were I would never do that on my channel. Jay would. Jay did. Jay has. Fine. If that causes the downfall of our network, that's kind of shit. But that's what it is. That's what it is.
I think you can't like totally fault someone for trying to piggyback such a successful video because everyone's trying to grow on YouTube.
Yep.
But at the same time, I see your point of view, Benin.
Yep.
That piggybacking isn't really a respectful thing to do.
Yeah. It's like
But I can see why he did it.
Oh yeah, he got a taste of it, and he went I'm going to go for this and take it for everything I can. And well, I just wouldn't be that way. That's all I'm saying. And I certainly wouldn't let that. I certainly wouldn't let a difference of opinion be the reason for an ending of a network, an ending of a friendship, and an ending of, well, consequently a bigger ending, if you like. I just wouldn't. Yeah.
Do you think there was build up to this?
Oh, there definitely was. Yeah, Jay's done so much crazy Jay Boston style stuff on his channel, and there was a point there where one thing happened which I had to address, and I didn't, and it built up on me because it affected me personally. And then when I finally let that out, we had a big blow up, and I came back saying, look, that was my bad. I should have dealt with that a long time ago. Here's the reason I was mad with you. Can we move past it? Yep, we can. Cool, man. Let's move past it. And we did. We resolved everything, and then yeah,
must have been some residual feelings there a little bit.
Well, certainly not from me, because if you can't express an opinion about something someone's done, especially to a mate, if you can't let them know that what I think that you've done is wrong, then what kind of a mateship is that? You know, that's just changing. That's just stepping back, saying, oh, I can't tell him because he's Jay Boston. I can't say what he did was wrong. Can't do that. No way, man. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's relationships. Everyone's always dealing with their own, and this one just happened to be on a public platform.
Yeah, there were people saying, you know, this is not for public airing, which I think is crap, because I think Hendrik made that comment saying, I think
YouTube, baby.
Yeah, he said, I think, Benon, you've got a good point, but I wouldn't have made it in public. And I'm like, well, everything that we know about each of our channels and the Rosie thing, all of it was online. So the moment you take part of that away, you're hiding part of the story.
Well, and if you know Benon at all, you pretty much document everything in your life. So
that's true.
To not document that's not true to your character.
Very true. Very true. And YouTube says, yeah, he'd uploaded his video before it went super crazy. And unlike others, let's move on. Yeah. Yep. No, I completely get it. I just wanted to ask you, because you had seen CreatorCast 1.0, the first incarnation, and now you're a guest on part 2. So I just wanted to see what your take on this was, and what's your belief for the future for CreatorCast?
I think this idea that you have with this current series, where I'm the first guest, honored by the way, I think it's a great idea.
Cool.
Because it allows us to take, the chat in, and to look at someone's channel and ask questions that people don't normally get to ask and have answered right away.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool way to get a look into the creator's mind.
Very true. With that being said, is there anything that you want to say to the chat? Anything that you want to address that you think is on your mind? Like what's concerning you about YouTube at the moment, about creating at the moment?
Honestly, I haven't been paying like a ton of attention to where YouTube's at, I guess. I watch YouTube every day. I think in the last 7 months or so, I've taken a bit of a step back from like the creator's perspective to a certain degree, just because I've been focused on working and saving and all that. But as far as YouTube goes and making like a career, people say it's getting harder and harder since so many people are trying to do it. For me, I don't really care. It's always been such a passion of mine. I'm going to do it no matter what, whether it becomes my primary source of income at some point, or it never is at all. I don't really care. I'm going to continue creating and sharing because that brings me happiness and fulfillment.
Is your goal with the van life, is that to sustain the YouTube channel, or are you going to work in locations while you're traveling?
So the first one in Southeast Asia, I went on a 3-month trip there, and I really had dreams to grow my channel up during a time to support myself to travel continuously around the world. Yes. And I think the first week I put out a vlog every day to the quality level that I felt good about, because I realized it wasn't sustainable for me.
Right.
And I continued to put up videos throughout that time, and I think I just had like personal things, or personal level to grow, to get to the point where I had like the work ethic to go after this sort of lifestyle. Basically now I'm much more open to other streams of income, and I'm really trying to think of different ways to bring income in. And just working a normal job is one of them. If YouTube can be one of them, that's amazing. I'm not relying on it, but that'd be great. And then I've got a couple other ideas in the works. I got a videography company I've been working on with my brother. We just booked another gig for this year 2 days ago, so I'm really stoked about that.
I remember you started doing that when you got back from Australia. You set that company up with your brother, and everything going well there. That's great. Good to hear.
Yeah, and if my thoughts aren't coming through super clearly, the echo that's coming through while I'm talking, I hear myself talk back, and I listen to it a little bit. So just to explain myself there a little bit.
I wish I could resolve that somehow.
Well, I don't know if the chat's still hearing it, but for me personally, like I hear you clearly, and then I hear myself talking back through onto it. Yeah. So I wonder if there's a way for me to mute myself on there without muting you.
Yeah, there could be at your end. I'm not sure what you see there. While you do that, Barry's View says it's getting harder and harder here in YouTube, but if we all keep improving with our channels, it'll be fine. Yeah, I agree with that, Barry. Like, it's if you can continue to create your content and engage your audience, ultimately you're going to be fine because your audience will come with you for that ride, and you'll constantly get the views. And Hendrix says, what did I say? I just jumped in as you said that. I was just saying, Hendrik, how you said that none of that rosy stuff should have been public. Like, I shouldn't have been able to express my opinion online. And I think I love you, Hendrik. I think you're a great guy, but I'll completely disagree with you on that point. But yeah, he says I'm not taking sides. Yeah, well, anyway, we've already dealt with that tonight. But so at the moment, Jordan, you're working a separate gig, and you're saving for a vehicle to purchase. What time frames are we looking at here? When can we start to see a playlist? You know, the building of the van, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I think around March to really start looking and buying the van, and I'm kind of right on schedule for that. I'm really hoping to have the van into my possession by the end of April at the latest.
Wow.
And then I can convert it over the summer. It'll probably be a 2-3 month process of pretty hard work. So I'm going to document that whole process.
Great.
I think there's a lot of people that would be interested to see that. And then just want to continue doing regular vlogs, getting on the road, anything interesting going on.
Yeah. You've got more content coming from Germany. You were in Germany and the Netherlands just recently. You've still got some vlogs to come from that?
Yeah, I actually filmed one Germany vlog while I was there. I just put that up, but I've got 3 more from the Netherlands. I had one where we went to the Efteling, their theme park there.
Cool.
Which was really magical. Of imagination with that, which I love. And then a couple from Amsterdam.
Awesome. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Jordan has compressed echo, but it is audible 6%. That'll irritate me. 86%. Where in the world is Jordan? Yeah, that's a good question. Whereabouts are you right now, Jordan? Without giving away your location.
South Dakota in the United States.
There you go.
The Midwest.
The Midwest. And temperature-wise now, you must have some pretty cold winds there, yeah?
You know, it was warm today. It was like 2 degrees, so I was pretty happy about it.
Wow.
It's been negative 15 pretty consistently.
Now, negative 15 in the Fahrenheit scale, do you know what that would equate to the Celsius?
Well, I'm talking Celsius, actually, because I know most of the chat is Australian.
You just did that off your head. You just put it in. Look at that. Multilingual.
Well, I've traveled in other parts of the world, and pretty much everyone uses Celsius kilometers, so I have no cross terms.
Yes. Good way to be.
Yeah. It's simple.
What have we missed in the chat?
I don't disagree with it.
Yeah, Scotty Venture says it'll be great when it starts. He'll certainly be following along. I've got I was making content
cool, Scotty.
For the same kind of thing, like the documentation of the conversion of Stevan, but I think it was slightly different because my plan is never to live in the van, but just for like go away for 4 days and then come back here kind of thing. So I made content that I'm going to put together into an unusual vlog for my channel, like a how-to, specifically targeted at not a full camper, but just an overnighter.
So you have a bunch of unreleased Stevan footage?
Yeah. As I did it, I've documented everything, and I snapped it together.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I put it into the Outdoor Man with a Van segment just because I thought a 1 minute segment each week just to let people know what I was doing. But then if you can extrapolate that into an episode, sort of say like maybe it'll be like a 30-minute vlog which takes 5 minutes to do each task, and I talk about what I've done and why I've done it, and then it's all just in the one video, if you like.
That'll be great.
Yeah, that's my plan anyway. And then aside from that, on your channel, let's go back and have a quick sneaky peek at it, if I can do that while I talk. I just thought it'd be nice to go back to the layout of your channel. I've already changed it.
Sure. I did also link you that Wild Night in Bangkok vlog.
Yes.
Which is on the side of like slightly more sexual.
That's why I hate.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. That's meant to grab your attention and draw you into the channel a little bit. I don't think it's that loud normally though.
I'm gonna just do a search for it. Wild Night in Bangkok.
I usually take my thumbnail, so you can usually find it through a search.
Okay.
Or not thumbnails, but my titles.
Let's pull that up. Let's see if we got one there. One Night in Bangkok. There's a chest. Wild Night in Bangkok. Look at that. The second video in that list from typing that in is Mr. Jordan Pike. Let's have a look at this. I'll lower the volume.
I'm currently in Hanoi, Vietnam. I'm about to jump on a plane and head to Bangkok. And I was just at the wrong airport. I tried checking in with my airline and she's like, oh, you need to go over to the international airport. But lucky me, it was only 2 kilometers away and there was a free shuttle.
How close were you to missing that flight?
And I'm gonna go get my bags checked and go through security.
It wasn't horribly close. The airport for the international section was only 2 kilometers away.
First time flying from one international airport to another outside my home country, so I was stressed out a little bit, afraid I was going to miss my flight potentially.
So this is like probably 2 months into my Southeast Asia trip,
right?
And this vlog just really like represents for me like what it was like when I was there, the kind of constant traveling and carrying my bags around, and some of the people that I met that I really enjoyed are in this video. And I spent a decent amount of time in Bangkok down by the Koh San Road area actually, so I've got some pretty fond memories there as well. And this video just kind of sums up my Southeast Asia experience a little bit for me.
Just sat down at the very end.
Yeah, you would always carry your backpack on your front. I remember seeing that.
Well, I had my gear backpack and I had my like clothes and anything else backpack, so I'd have one on the back and one on the front.
Ah, yes, yes.
I also just had a call with my oldest brother, Bill. Haven't talked to him in a while. It was really nice catching up, seeing my niece, his daughter. She just turned 1, and
it's hard when you're missing your family when you're traveling, right?
Well, I thought about it quite a bit. I was having the time of my life, and I just realized I probably should be talking to my family a little more often. But honestly, I'm not the best communicator even back home, so like it's not surprising that I wasn't in contact too much.
Right.
But yeah, just a life skill to work on, I guess.
Wouldn't help with my fatigueness, tiredness. I'm gonna go and get a
What about vlogging in public? How do you feel? A lot of people have an issue with it. You seem to be pretty at ease with it.
I don't have an issue with it, especially if I'm in a different part of the world. I think it's fun. I think you can agree with me there, Ben. It's like a game for me a little bit. Like I'm interacting with the camera and the audience at that point. Everyone else is just background, or like if you're playing a game, like a non-player character off to the side, like they don't really exist at that moment for me. I'm interacting with the camera and it's just fun. It's fun to see people's reactions.
Yeah.
If they give me a good one, I'll display it and be like, yeah, talking to a camera, what's up?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Alright guys, we're headed to the gate. Said to be there by 11:05. It's like 11:15. I'm a badass.
Where have you been told off for vlogging? Like, have you been said, you know, no, you can't be filming here? Look at that.
I don't think I've had too many experiences like that, honestly.
No.
I've had more with the drone, like when I was in Guatemala trying to take it into like the Mayan temples, city Tikal. Like they stopped me there and took it away from me for the day, but I got it back.
So if you want to sit there, that's fine.
I've been with people that don't really want to be on camera, so I've blurred people's faces, or I've just, you know, walked 5 feet behind and vlogged and respected them for that.
Yeah, you got to give them that, you know, that leeway. That's their holiday as well as yours, you know.
Absolutely. I remember meeting a German guy in Bangkok, and he just nicely pulled me aside and he's like, hey, I don't really want to be on video. And I'm just like, oh, that's totally fine, man. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
I'd much rather know than not.
Tim Askog says it's cheaper to fly in Australia also, unless it's during demand dates and a late booking fee.
Alright guys, we're in Bangkok.
There you go.
So, my friends Fabio and Kika,
Good comment there, Tim. I'm not sure where that... Oh, you're talking about the cost of everything, yeah.
Are going to arrive here in about an hour.
I think that flight from Hanoi to Bangkok costs like
So yeah, I'm gonna find a place
30
to
US dollars maybe.
Wi-Fi,
Oh, really?
continue working on
It was really cheap.
I'm working on,
That is cheap, man.
and wait for those guys to show up. Snail White, Thailand's best-selling facial cream.
I thought that sound was ridiculous the first time I showed up. It's like, what is that? But that's like an Asian thing, using like a white facial cream.
Hey, there's a question for you as we look at you purchasing food. You're now vegan or just vegetarian?
I'm vegetarian with strives to be vegan eventually.
Right. And how does that sit with traveling? How difficult does that become?
Well, you know, like in this video, I'm holding a ham and cheese sandwich right there, so I wasn't a vegetarian yet. I actually became one about 3 weeks after this video went up.
Right.
And I had made efforts in the past, and I actually met a Polish girl that was vegan. I spent a week hanging out with her in Bangkok, and she kind of opened my eyes back to it a little bit, and I've been a vegetarian ever since. And 2 years, 4 months or something like that. But yeah, I do it for the environmental aspects behind it. Just the impact like the meat and dairy industry has on the world and our environment, deforestation and all that.
Yes.
That's kind of the motivator for me. I know a lot of people are more motivated off the animal rights. I can agree with that, but it's not like why I went vegetarian.
Right. Is it more difficult while you're traveling to stick to it, or are you?
Well, I met Francisco, my ex-girlfriend from Chile, like right at the end of my Southeast Asia trip, and when I was in Australia, I talked to her for that 6 months, and she was telling me when I come to Chile, it's going to be impossible to be a vegetarian there.
Wow.
And it was super easy. So I think people just think it's harder than it is. It's actually, you can get vegetables anywhere in the world. And even with my current diet, I eat 80% vegetables, so pretty easy.
Okay. I got you onto the smashed avocado.
avocado.
Yeah, on toast. That's just too easy,
Dude,
isn't it? You know?
I've been wanting to try that. I remember you serving me that on pumpkin bread, or a pumpkin wheat bread or whatever.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was so good, man.
I clearly remember. It was eye-opening.
Yeah. Nah, beautiful. What beers you got there?
There was an IPA in there that I had had for 3 months or 2 months, and I really wanted it, but it was $7 US, and I was like, no way in hell.
$7. That's expensive over there.
Yeah. Imports, man. I'm sure they're jacking the price too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Are these friends that you still have now? Or are they just backpackers that you met?
They're backpackers I met, but I still talk to them. We all have each other on social media. They're from Porto, Portugal. 3 really solid people that I really bonded with, and I would love to travel with again in the future.
Cool.
Yeah. They were all photographers as well, or at least 2 of them were. So we really connected, and that's just one of the beautiful things about travel. I met so many people I really connected with, like on a soul level.
Yeah.
And it just really makes me want to get back out there and explore more of the world and meet more people.
Yeah, man, watching your stuff makes me want to go to these places as well, just to see, as you explore it, I feel like I am exploring it with you, but I know that it would be, I'd have my own experience as well as seeing what you have, like you give a taste, I think. A good
that's the
taste.
goal.
Yeah.
To be able to kind of vicariously jump in. But of course, there's going to be nothing like the real experience.
Scotty's Venture says one of his problems is that he watches a lot of videos but doesn't comment. Hopefully that'll change soon. Well, if you get on Jordan's channel, definitely make comments, Scotty. I'm sure.
Yeah, and Barry, thanks for sending the link there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Barry, you've earned your moderator status, Barry.
He's shouting.
I realise you're the only one there with the blue wrench. I think I'm going to leave it there because you're doing all the promoing there. Thanks, Barry.
You know what's really funny? In Barry's link, it still has Acid Skater 2008 or 2008 in the URL, and that's what my channel was originally linked as back in 2006 or 7.
Wow.
I've since renamed it to Jordan Pike, even on the URL, but apparently people can still get a hold of the Acid Skater handle.
Wow. That's crazy, man. I love the good acid
Yeah.
drop when I was a kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it was based around, not drugs. It was based around a good old acid drop on a skateboard.
Yeah. Only a skateboarder will know that term. Hey, Jordan, are you still uploading any content to DTube? I'm not sure if anyone will know about DTube, but you and I certainly know about it. Are you?
Yeah, that's a great question. Short answer is no.
Yeah.
I was really excited about DTube, and I'm sure I still would be if the cryptocurrency market hadn't pretty much crashed or really baselined.
Right.
I think somewhere around earlier last year. So I still have some of the Steam currency on my account there. And I'm just trying to, if it ever goes back up, I'm sure it'll draw me back in. But they have so many user errors, like just trying to upload a video or get one to load. There's issues constantly, and it was definitely a money draw for me.
Right.
But at the same time, it still allowed me to share on a regular basis, and it was a platform that I had been kind of like craving, where I didn't feel like my videos had to be super polished there to get like the views or the rewards that I would hope to get, I guess.
Gotcha.
And it came at a time in my life where I was doing like a lot of reflecting and self-growth, and I did a lot of videos there daily for a long time talking about personal growth things. And it was a really great experience, but I'm happy to be back focusing more on YouTube at this point.
Yeah, your daily DTube was kind of like my daily vlog, where you could really give quick, easy content to the masses, and I think you finessed that for quite a while. But yeah, as you said, the currency dropped out of it, and there was no value in it anymore.
It kind of took the value away a little bit. Well, I was kind of hoping like I could upload YouTube and DTube, and DTube could be another revenue stream.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
For someone that's looking to travel continuously and make money on the road, you always have to be looking at different ways to bring the revenue in, and that was one I got really excited about, and I was thinking it could have been like maybe even the key to get out there and travel continuously, but yeah, the bottom kind of fell out on the crypto market. So
yeah, that's a shame. Did you ever cash any of the DTube currency in at all?
I never did, because the value's down. You know, I don't. Right now, I have probably the equivalent of $300 on there, but I'd rather wait and hold on to it. If it ever does go back out, cash it out for a lot more. So
right,
it's not worth trying for me. But I had, like I've told you in private conversations, I have had friends that do cash out regularly on there.
Yeah, yep. Interesting. Hey, I'm going to try something right now. If I hit this button, tell me if you cannot hear me any longer. If I'm talking now, can you still hear me? You can't
me or
hear
the
me,
chat?
can you? No one can hear anyone. Interesting. So I can't. Yeah, okay. I just thought I'd check that.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
I can
you
hear
now.
you, man.
Yeah, but we couldn't hear you. Yeah. Okay. That vlog there's over. So what I'll do is I'll just pause that. I hate this new autoplay thing on YouTube. It catches me every time when it just rolls into.
You can check it off.
You can, even on a, like, I'm playing that on a separate device. You can uncheck.
Well, are you logged out of your YouTube account?
Yeah, I'm not. Whenever I'm streaming, I log out, so it doesn't give private in.
On the right side hand of the page,
right?
If you scroll down to like the recommended videos, I believe like right above those, toggle switch to autoplay.
Let's do that right now. So if I go back out of full screen, I'm not logged in, so pause that.
Do you see any sort of?
Oh, I'm on the wrong. Just gonna
There it is.
pause that. Now, where is it? Sorry. Go all the way down.
So look at the recommended videos, like the up next on the right hand side,
Yep.
and actually scroll up
Scroll up.
all the way to the top.
Oh, there. Jeez. Seriously, that's all that was? I should have been able to find that.
You know what? I'm honestly surprised. Is I learn most things from you on YouTube. You know YouTube pretty in and out.
I gotta be honest though, it's only when I'm streaming that it bugs me. Like when I'm not streaming, there's so many things to be done at the same time when you're streaming, and an autoplay where a video just goes into someone else's video, just one of those tiny little things that can make all the difference. Tim Arskog says he can hear lots of voices even when he's alone. We can hear everyone. I was just trying to isolate that the duplication that Jordan can hear, but you guys can't really hear. Did you have any resolution with that at your end, Jordy?
Well, what I did is mute my microphone or my audio over here.
Let
me test it once.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can hear me here.
I can still hear you fine, but that would definitely be it. If you mute your feeding, like whatever you're hearing through here, but then it would mute me, right? You don't want to mute me. Nah, you're gone. You're gone.
Okay, so that's not the solution. That mutes my whole microphone.
Yeah, that's not what you want. I'm just trying to think about this for next time. This, like I said, we're doing this for the first time ever, and it's just an issue. Maybe, hang on a second. What about if I try this? If I go, I'll just change that and change this. Now, you can hear me. Now you talk.
Yo, what's up?
Okay. Is that any better for you? No dupe?
I still hear myself, so I think it might just be an issue for the guest.
Very interesting, yeah.
Well, can you hear yourself, Benin, back in the Rendezvous app?
No, I mean, I can hear in my cans, I can hear this microphone, but I don't hear a second version of it.
Okay.
But I can control what you hear. What about if I just went... That was me. That's what we need there. Very strange. Okay, so I'd say we should wrap this up now. We've gone over the hour mark. The idea was to do an hour. Jordan, do you have any channels that you think we should be watching on YouTube?
Oh gosh, I wish I would have had a second to think about this ahead of time. Well, first off, I just want to say thanks so much, Benin, for having me on. And as we have seen here, there's a lot of tech that goes behind these, and appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Coming to carry on the Creator Cast channel and also doing your own thing, like, it's a lot of work, so we appreciate that for sure.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, no problem. And I'm just super stoked to get to hang out with you guys and your audience for a while here, because I've been viewing quite a bit lately, and I just think it's such an awesome community you have going on here. And I would love to participate more in the future, so you'll be seeing me around. That's
awesome, man. I think I would like to have... I don't want this to be about me, and the more interaction we can have with someone else, the better. So, like, even if you were a host, you could sort of, you know, like, instead of what we used to have with Jay, Danny, and Scotty, could be me and you, or me, you, and Xander, or me, you, and Barry, or me, you, and Martin, or some... I just don't want this to always be about me. I'm trying to be very careful about that.
Well, you know, I think you're doing a great job so far as a host, interviewing me and showing some of my content, and asking me good questions. So I think for the first episode, you've done a great job.
Thank you. Cheers. I guess also what concerns me is to make it easy, and this is what we did previously on CreatorCast. To get it to that ease of use, we just went, let's just use Google Hangouts because it's easy. The trouble with that is you forego a lot of production values to use it, and I really want to, like, if I have to keep hosting this to keep this looking like it is and to keep the production values up, I will, but I also want to have some of that taken off me where I can say, sure, I'll set everything up, but I'm going to bring you in and you're going to be the one that starts the show, or you're going to be the one that runs the show, if you like. Kind of. Yeah. I'm going with the flow right now, but that's what I want to do.
Absolutely. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to have me back on at some point, not trying to invite myself, but I'd love to come back on again as well. This was a lot of fun.
Dude, I'd have you on every week if you're available. I mean, 5 a.m. on a Tuesday morning for you is not the greatest time, though.
I was actually hoping we could chat about that. Well, right now it fits into my schedule really well. So,
dude, do you want
we could potentially do something like this.
Man,
I feel the pull to do it, actually, so I think we might be onto something.
Well, this is great. I mean, like I'm looking at the chat thinking, does the chat want this? And I think that the chat does want this. Why don't we have you on every week and we can talk how... Yeah, this is great. I'm just trying to put this through. Put this through my head. We could have you on every week, and it could be you and me, and we could have you and me, and then punch in another guest.
Dude, that could be a lot of fun.
Can you do that though every week at 5? Whatever.
I mean, as of right now, I am free at this time every week, as far as I know. So I don't see why that would be an issue.
Wow, that's
and I want to do it too,
dude. I mean,
so should we try to get Xander on next week?
Xander's definitely going to be on next week. He's going to be our guest.
Okay.
But I want to have both of you on next week. The only other thing I've got is, will the bandwidth be strong enough to handle it? Now that's going to be the real test. I'm willing to give it a shot. And
if not, I can always pop off if it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
We can just chat it up.
And Xander, we can then on the stream next week we can talk with the chat and with you, Xander, and with Jordan about how we're going to roll CC UK, CreatorCast UK, because in an ideal world it would look like this, but I understand that it might not be able to be done. So Xander might have to do his own version, if you like, and each version might look slightly different because whatever... Like, I just want to be as flexible with it as possible. Yeah. And Xander says he's only got 20 days holiday this year. Xander, you're going to come on next week. We're going to chat about that. That's all sorted. But once that's done, that'll give you the opportunity to sort of talk about how you want CreatorCast UK to run and when you can do that. And yeah. Cool, man. Jordan, thank you so much for this, dude. I think this is going to work. This is going to be great.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How about that, chat?
I'm stoked.
We're going to see Jordan Pike next week, the same time. We're going to have... Sorry, go ahead.
My goal for next week is to up my production value a little bit.
Okay.
I want to get the camera set up like you have, so I'll do some research on that.
Yeah.
I've got this salt crystal light that I'd like to somehow get in the background, so I think it has a nice ambience to it. So I'll have to look at my setup here.
So what camera are you rocking with there? Just a webcam?
That was completely... What camera?
Yeah, is it just a webcam or is it a DSLR?
It's a webcam. That's why the exposure has been so horrible.
Yeah, but you've got an ADD, haven't you?
I do. Yep.
So you could just get one of those little Elgato cam links and plug that straight in.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that for sure.
Yeah, that's all for next week. What we're gonna have? Scotty Ventures says this is gonna be great. Well done. Barry's View says, Xander round, you're going to do it while you're driving. I thought Lukey could choose first. Tim Arkskog says Lukey was going to choose first. I'm not sure.
Choose a guest, or?
Oh, that's in a comment above. Have a guess on who we could punch on with. Interesting. What's going to happen now is I think we are going to be hearing some outro bass line, and so that means that the show is coming to a conclusion. Jordan, thank you so much, dude. Stick around
Hey,
afterwards.
good seeing you guys.
I'll chat with you in a second once we're off air.